Okay, I might get in trouble for this one, but I was just watching RuPaul's Drag Race and something hit me. Gender is a spectrum. You've heard that, right? And I'm not talking about 500 genders and all that kind of stuff. I feel like it's more about masculinity and femininity. There are some people who are very feminine, and there are some people who are very masculine. And then there are people who have varying degrees in between. They don't need to all have a name. You're either very feminine or very, very masculine. Like, very feminine to the point, like, you're a woman. Because that's femininity, womanhood. You're so masculine, you are a man, manhood. And with that being said, I feel that exists in the straight community and the gay community. There are straight people who are so hyper feminine. Like, she is so feminine, like the idea of wearing anything that would make her look like she's a man would disgust her. Pants? No. And same with men. They're so hyper masculine. Anything that would make them look even remotely feminine would disgust them. I'm a man. Pink? And then there's degrees, like women who like, I'm a woman. I don't give. I can wear some pants. I can wear some sweatshirt, and I still feel like I still see myself as a woman. It's no big deal. So men's like, y'all ain't doing too much. I don't need to grow a beard. I'm good. I like my face smooth. I'm good. I'm still a man. Leave me alone. And it's easier in the straight community. Now, when it comes to the gay community, again, this is just my opinion. Don't get mad. This is an observation. You see, there's gay men who aren't feminine at all, but they're still considered gay because they like the same sex, but they're not hyper feminine or feminine at all. And there's also gay, like lesbian women who aren't masculine, but they love the same sex. And then you go down the line for the same thing. Then there are men who are feminine, but still consider them, whatever, girl. I'm still a man. Get the hell out of here. They still like their opposite sex. And there's women who are more masculine, but like, yeah, so I'm still a woman though. Give a damn. And it goes down. I feel like there's the drag queens who dress up as women, cross dressers. They love to do that art. They like to dress up as a woman, but they still feel like a man. Women who dress up, there's drag kings, they dress up like men, still feel like a woman. But then there's a hyper feminine, a hyper masculine in the gay community, as there is in the straight community. And I feel like those people who are hyper feminine, hyper masculine are the trans people. I feel like they are so feminine. Like their homosexuality and their gender feelings being so hyper feminine, it messes with them because their mind is telling them that I'm so feminine that I will never be seen as a man. So when they look at their bodies, it looks like a man. It's like, what? No, I'm too feminine for this to be a man. And those who are hyper masculine, their mind and body is telling them, I'm too masculine to have this feminine this female body. So I feel like I know that's why I feel like trans people are just the epitome of that spectrum, because they're so hyper feminine that they cannot see their bodies is not matching with what their mind is telling them. For straight people, it's easier because, for straight people, it's easier because if they're hyper feminine, their body's gonna tend to match what they see. Hyper masculine, their body's gonna match what they see, and they're gonna be attracted to the opposite sex. Where a hyper gay feminine, hyper gay masculine person, they're feminine, but their body, they still want the same sex, but because they're so hyper feminine, their body isn't matching what they're seeing. If you guys get what I'm saying. This is just my opinion. No scientific thing with this, but That's what I'm thinking, the hyper parts, because I'm in the middle. I'm like I don't understand feeling a certain way, feeling feminine, feeling not even feeling like feeling like a woman, feeling like a man. Because for me to feel like a woman, that assumes I know what it, in my mind, I know what it is to feel like a man, and I don't. For me, I was born. Society says I'm a woman because I have a vagina, I have boobs, ovaries, whatever. And I accept it. I'm like, all right, that's what I am. If society said, oh, because you have a vagina, ovaries, and boobs, you're a man, I'm like, oh, okay, that's what I am. There's no feeling involved. And like, I can't understand people feeling their gender. I know they can't understand me not feeling my gender. I'm like, I could I could wear pants. I could wear a sweatshirt. Sometimes I don't want to wear makeup. I like. It's just me. It's just me. I'm a woman because that's what society says I am. Not because I feel like I am. It's because I have boobs. I have a vagina. Because if you're saying being a woman is just feeling like a woman, then does it really mean anything? I don't know. I'm just saying. So that's just my opinion anyway. So I feel like the hyper feminine, hyper masculine people in the straight community and the gay community. It's easier for straight people because their minds align with the body. Femininity aligns with womanhood. Right? So if you're hyper feminine and you don't have a female body, that's off. It's off for the hyper feminine people. So yeah, gender's a spectrum. Oh, I'm gonna get some flack for this. What do you guys think? You hear what I'm saying? Am I making sense?